Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. This is going probably to be a little bit of a late posted video, but I am swimming in piles of books and I really need to get my latest coloring book supply haul at least recorded so that I can put them on the bookcase. I'm also in the middle of a big purge from my bookcase, so there are piles of books everywhere. My lizard brain saw piles of books today and thought, I'm going to make more piles of books by cleaning out a lot of my shelves. And just, like, why am I doing this? So there are a lot of books in this flip through video. This is the last major set that I have as of right now. I know of a few books that are coming out in September. Of course, it's going to be Halloween month, and there are a lot of Halloween, meaning there's going to be a lot of Halloween related books that are probably going to come out in September. So, but we are going back to my points for book system in September, which means my buying will drop, and I'm very pleased with the destash I've done today because I feel like I've done a lot of buying this year, and while probably what I'm destashing is not going to match up to my new books coming in, at least is a good significant in versus out. And in the future, I would like to continue with the bring a new book in, another book goes out, but anyway, say all that. So yeah, this is going to be a long one. This is the last stack. These are all the books I haven't flipped through that are in this house. That I do have some pre-orders for September. Like I said, I know Joshua Dunbar's coming out with Halloween Cuties book in September. There will be more books in September, but the number of flip through videos I will be doing will be greatly reduced. So I'm going to do deep in dive flips for all these books here. We have some books from Nikolett Delafraye, new to me artist. I actually bought 3 of her books that we're going to look at today. One of them's a digital download. Cute and Magical, the revised version that Alexandra and Franzese did. The new Disney Villains color by number that Thunder Bay Press put out. And a month ago, there was a deal where you could get 50% off if you bought 5 or more issues of Coloring Heaven. So we're going to show those issues as well. All of these will be in the description. There will be chapter links, timestamps. So if you don't want to watch all the flip throughs, you can just go to what you want. And you can see the full list of what I'm flipping through there. So good. Let's get started. It has been a week, and I meant to take the plastic off these. I'm sorry. These just came today. Where did they come from? So this is the newest book that she just released. They came from Hungary. So she's a Hungarian artist. And I ordered these through Etsy. I got, I believe, some of her books are available on Amazon, published as Amazon printed books. I wanted better paper, so I splurged on 2 of the books that were available as actual copies through the mail. Sorry for the plastic. And then the 3rd book was not available through print, so I got the digital version. You know, I didn't even check and see if it was available on Amazon. I guess I should go look. Anyway, so this is her newest book in the series, Colors of Treasures. And this is printed by her. I'm not sure like what publishing company or anything like that. This feels like really nice, smooth paper. And it's single-sided, so but like I said, I don't think this one's available on Amazon just yet, but I'm sure it will be soon. little dragon. He's so cute. I just thought these pictures were beautiful. I've looked at her books before, but I was hesitant to get them on the Amazon paper because it's not super thick line art, and I was concerned how well I could color them on Amazon paper, but since I splurged for the other paper, I feel like I can use markers, I can use different things on here, and not worry as much about bleed. I don't know if there were digital versions of these or not. I will, of course, link to her Etsy store in the description. What are y'all doing? The cats this week, y'all. That is super cute. So we have a mystery with Leroy. This was one of my favorite pictures I saw in this because I love the fantasy pictures and I love the little trolls. I love little Mr. Troll King here too with his little gargoyle. This is like me with snacks on a Saturday night settling in to watch a Nicolas Cage video. Like, like this is, yeah. Instead of jewel encrusted armrests, though, it's full of where cats have scratched, like cat scratches. And the gargoyles usually reap cheap. So, but yeah, when I look in if I had to look in a mirror on the couch watching TV, this is probably about right. So, and that's okay because when I am settled in with my kids' cereal, watching TV, living my best life. I don't know if I'll let my toenails get that bad, but I'm not trying to impress anybody. Ooh, love this. Always love a good pirate picture. Pirates for Poets happening again in September. I saw that. Maybe I can get the picture done that I started last year. It's, oh my gosh. Nice variety of like full-size images and then not super complex images either. Ooh, love that one. Sorry, it's getting... Now I realize the top part's cut off. Reading late into the evening and my lights are dead. So we're just gonna have to make do. I definitely do not recommend the little strip lights I had bought. They are like... already have like a short in them. Awful. I'm gonna have to buy some new ones. I wasn't even using them that much, honestly. So this probably looks a little darker in the lighting. I apologize for that, but the pages that I'm showing you, you should at least be able to see those really well. So I just love the variety of images in this one. I love those! Like little flying squirrels. So cute. Love the little kitty, of course, peeking out. It's like a little house, moon house, sprinkling a little dust. This is like the only acceptable baby picture for me. I'm just not big on babies and little kids, even in pictures, and one of the reasons I don't have children. But like that is adorable. Like, give me a book of dragons and babies, and I might make an exception. That's cute. Okay, that's cute too. All right. All right, now you're trying to make a liar out of me. You also get a test page, which is really nice. This paper feels really nice, and I'm about to skin a cat. Um, Give me just a second, because I hear growling. About to get his butt beat. Sorry, Winry. I didn't realize he had you trapped. Leroy had her trapped. I'm sorry. Winry was trapped and Leroy was swatting at her. Leroy's been a bit of a mystery this week, y'all. He started, of course, last week when I said the cats were doing so well. He took that personally and said, oh, no, can't be having you have any moment of relaxation over your constant concern for our health and well-being. I am going to ruin your day. And he promptly, I believe the same day even, started throwing up. Oh, this got a little bent. That stinks. It says Colors of Daydreams, which I believe was her newest book before this other one. Same type of printing, same type of book. Oh, the kitty. Yeah, you know, I saw this one last year, and I think this one is on Amazon, and I was like, I liked it, but I wasn't sure. And then when I looked at it again, of course, I was in a whole lot more of a buying mood when I saw this. It was a different me. It was a different time. And I was like, yeah, let's get that. And so this one is also the printed version. I paid for the version to be shipped with the different paper. It's very nice paper. It feels like a good heavier weight cardstock. I like those little cupcakes. So, yes, Leroy took it personally that I was not concerned about the cats, like I constantly was, usually am. So he started throwing up. He started hiding. And so I managed, my husband, bless his soul, took him for me to the vet Saturday, like right before they were closing. Because I wasn't going to be able to Monday because I was in Nashville on Monday, and we will be talking about that probably next weekend at the rate things are looking. But the vet said she did an x-ray. She did blood work. She did like all the different things because he's had some chronic issues the past few months. Like he had a bacterial infection, then he had an ear infection, then he had where we gave him antibiotics for weeks because he thought he had an infection in his liver, and he's had all these weird little infections that just won't quite go away. And so she just did this looks, you need a whole lot more butterflies to keep me up there. I'd be worried I'd roll out of that. Did all the tests. His tests look great, which is great. The only thing she noted, there was a little bit of inflammation from his lungs, and she thinks it's just stress. She thinks it's stress. She thinks he's just neurotic, basically. Love this picture. This is similar to the other picture. Hey, it's kind of like the same people, but like it's kind of like we saw the other side of the moon in that picture. Oh, I love that one. Ooh, yeah, this might be a good one to do. I know I had somebody in the marker series asking about reflections, and like, because this has reflections kind of already drawn in, this might be a good kind of demo. That's a good idea. So she's like, let's up his amitriptyline. He's only taking half the max dose. Let's max out his dose. He gets 2 clicks of his transdermal pen a day, and twice a day. And let's see if that helps. If that makes him too sedated, go down to just giving him the double dose in the morning. I love that perspective. And let's see how he does. If that doesn't work, we might try gabapentin. Now, why she doesn't want to try like Prozac or Zoloft or anything like that, I don't know. I wasn't there to talk to her about it, so, but I trust my vet. Like I said, I've known her like, feels like almost 20 years at this point. So, anyway, so, he comes home and we start doing that. And he has been more relaxed. I haven't had to give him an anti-nausea med since. Love this picture. Love the deer too. And the owls. Yeah, y'all, I saw the owls. The owls are always my weak point. I love them so much. I'm so scared to color them because I feel that's the thing. The things I love the most in life, I always buy books that have them in them, like cats and owls and like woodland creatures and stuff. The problem is I want to do them so well that I get nervous about actually coloring them, and I get overwhelmed, and then I don't ever color them. So I have books and books of cats and owls and stuff, and none of them I don't have as many colored as you would think, because I feel like they've got to be done right for how much I love them. Anyway, the weird thing about Leroy is we've talked about how he loves the outside. Like, does not matter time of year. The only thing that makes a difference is thunderstorms. He hates thunderstorms, and it's been a bad summer. Love this picture. It's been a bad summer for thunderstorms. That's been part of the problem, and the sad part is that's not going to get any better with the way climate change is happening. No, not just anyway, whatever. It's not going to get any better for summers in Tennessee. And so thunderstorms terrify his poor little heart. And it hurts my heart because there's nothing I can do. I can't make the thunderstorms go away. I mean, we can move somewhere else, but like physically can't fix it though. I know they make like thunder shirts and they make things like that. I can't get him to keep a collar on, so I doubt he's going to do that. But like thunderstorms just scare him badly, and we had some bad ones rumble through last week, and so I think that was part of it. All right, so this is Colors of Autumn. I decided to go ahead and go for all three. This was a digital download. Typically I will download them onto just copy paper and print them out, because if I don't print them out I forget I have them, and even when I print them out I still forget I have them. But this should give you, actually let me zoom back out. I do 4 to a page for these since they're like long, and so you can see like 4 images for each of these. I do love the scarecrow. I think this is a little bit of an older book. It's probably why it's not available printed. Look at this one. I even noticed the cat like zooming in the book. I love that. I love she has cats in her book. I tell you what. So Leroy loves outside. Usually if it's not thundering, he will be outside. And he'll be mad at me if it's too cold. He's mad at me all through the winter months because I can't make it warm. But it doesn't scare him. Now thunderstorms scare him, so he will hide. And on like cloudy days when it's rainy, he doesn't even like those, because he just expects there's going to be a thunderstorm coming. So cute. All the different mushrooms. And y'all knew if she had an autumn book, a fall book, I was not going to be missing out on that. I love the witch like doing her thing. Love that. A lot of cats in this one. Oh, that one's cute with the owl peeking in. Cats and owls. Just coloring book of cats and owls. I'm gonna get there. Can't help it. being distracted. So there is a Colors of Christmas. As I was going through my destashing today, I really am going to limit the number of Christmas books that I get. I just don't like coloring Christmas stuff that much. And while the pictures looked great, I love her art style and everything, I'm just going to try to be more mindful about what I like to color and what I don't like. And I'm just not big into Christmas coloring. Really just haven't been for 5 years. It's never gotten to be a big thing for me. So that was one of the things I was definitely keeping in mind for my destashing today was like, I do a good job of limiting my Christmas books, but like I really was like, yeah, I definitely, unless it's color by number, that I don't mind. I just don't like, I think it's because with Christmas you get stuck in either red, green, or like blue, silver, and then past that point, or like a red and a gold and a green, and like past that point, it's really hard for me to think of like colors that work together that are Christmassy, and it just, I don't like Christmas stuff, but I'm just, it's not my favorite. So anyway, cute and magical. So Alexandra Franzese has revamped a couple of her books. As she's put out books, her style has, changed, as typically does with artists. And so for a couple of her older books, she has went back and made some changes. Cute and Magical is one. My Alexa's going off for some reason. So the original Cute Magical had a different cover on it. And I wasn't going to do it, and then I saw the new pictures, and I was like, yeah. And I think her Fall Mandalas book, she did the same thing. So, what is happening? I just heard my husband running through the house. And I hear dogs barking. They might be fighting. That's not good. Okay, well, I'm going to let him sort that out. As long as, oh, it might have been something delivered. I thought it was neighborhood dogs. Anyway, all right, so Cute Magical, Alexandra Franzese. This is the new, this is the new one with the revamped images. I just want to show you guys this. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this, but then I saw the new art and I was like, yeah. So the older version, I've only colored one picture out of. If you guys, I might make that part of the giveaway. We'll see. But I thought I'd show you. So, we've established Leroy loves the outside. He loves it so much, if I shut the door, he gets upset, and he gets nervous, and he gets stressed. And, so he doesn't want me to shut the door at any time. Even if it's like 3 degrees outside, he's like, why is the door shut? And it's not that he wants to be out there. He wants the option to go out there. He wants that access. And if I turn off, leave, deprive him of that access, then he gets upset. We also had an issue last winter where I was letting some of the cats out, not my cats, come on the porch overnight to eat because the weather was so bad and I was trying to give them shelter. And that resulted in him flipping the F out and not liking that either, and turned it into some aggressive peeing and just, yes, very, very neurotic cat. We know this. And anyway, not only have we had thunderstorms that have scared him, but there have been days where we just can't give him access to outside. It's just too hot. It's too hot for us. It is too hot for the cats. It is too hot for the AC unit to keep up with having the open access at the window. And so he just has to come in and we have to close it up. And he really hates that. Hates it. And that's happened like a lot less than most people probably would do. Like we really spoil them. I wish he knew how good he had it. I say all that to say that in the past week, during the day, I almost never see him outside. He will go upstairs, like I'll open the door, he will go outside. He does want to go outside long enough to make sure that nothing is wrong. And this is the type of weather he loves. It's hot. Usually he's out there in his chair, in his little cushion, sleeping through the day. But this past week, he has acted terrified of outside during the day. And I cannot figure out why. We go out there. We do have a problem with neighborhood dogs running around. But they usually, my Ring camera will pop up when they show up. And the last couple times, he does not like dogs. The last couple times they've showed up, though, and trust and believe, the neighbor knows I do not like them running around in my yard. And does your city have leash law? Yes, but it's the country. Well, you should still, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything. Just, all it's going to do is piss my neighbor off, make things tense between us. It's obvious he doesn't give a flip. So there's no point in me going over trying to talk to him about it, because he knows. And I have another neighbor that screams about it more so than I do. So he knows. He knows. And he still lets him run around. So it's obvious this man's not going to see reason. I am in a small rural country town where the general attitude is, it's the country, get over it. And so I'm not going to get the response that I want. So anyway, don't like it. They show up. It did stress him out at first, but over time, I think he's gotten used to them running around, because the last couple times I've seen them out, I've walked down the porch just to see what he does. I ain't seen him, if he's out there and they're out there, I ain't seen him act nervous about it or anything. He will go out there at night. He will stay out there all night, all evening. He would stay out all night if I let him. If it's dark, he will go out. During the day, yesterday, he got up in the window to look out like he does when the door's not open. And he's mad because I won't let him out. He'll sit and sulk at the window. Like yesterday, he sat and sulked at the window, but the door was open. So he was like sitting there looking. So something out there is scaring him, and I don't know what. The camera's not picking up anything. We don't have random people walking up and down our street very often. The only two possibilities, I love that little cat cloud. The only two possibilities I can think of is we've had a lot of workers this summer. We've had people paving roads. We've had people running new lines, electric lines, phone lines. We've had the house across the street from us had like a new roof put on. They've had workers come in for different reasons. All summer we've had a lot of strange people like within the vicinity of our yard. Not right up next in our yard, but, you know, close. He doesn't like that. He'll definitely come running in if he doesn't. And he used to not be that way, but it seems like he's just getting more nervous over time. So I don't know if it's just the influx of random strangers outside that has scared him, and like that and thunderstorms have basically made him to the point of he just thinks every day something awful is going to happen. That's a possibility. This sounds weird, but right now, because it's hot, all you hear is the sound of cicadas all day, every day. And I was like, is it the sound of them that's upsetting him? Like, because, you know, they make that kind of hissy kind of sound, right? Like, maybe that sound is scaring him. Maybe that sound was being made, something scared him out there, and now he associates that noise with it. because at night they're not making that noise, and he's fine. I don't know. It bothers me. It bothers me very much because I can't figure out what's scaring him, and I don't know if there's something going on during the day that I'm not seeing outside that's scaring him. My cat Winry, who's very skittish, she's out there more than he is now. I love this picture. And I don't see her running in a lot. Bagheera used to be my most skittish cat, but since he's like half deaf right now, nothing seems to face him. He doesn't like the workers either. Like, he'll come in if they show up. But, like, I don't know. And it's so weird, guys. Like, that cat would live on that porch forever. Just on the porch, mind you. He doesn't want to be in the whole great outdoors. He still wants the creature comforts of the house. But, like, usually during the summer, he is at me first thing in the morning to get that door open, and I have to physically drag him in the house at when I close it up for the night, like on that porch. Like, he lives for this time of year, and so I just don't understand what has scared him. And like I said, it bothers me. I don't want my little guy to be scared. He is a jerk, but like, I don't want him to be scared. Thunder Bay Press, Disney Villains, color by number. Digging this. Love me a good Disney villain. They are, I feel like, misunderstood most of the time. I love the villains. And they're like, shows what type of person you are, Michelle. Anyway. I'm so mad. There was a color lawn this month. I still kind of have time to do that picture. Alright. Well, sorry. So if you don't, these, you can see what they are when you look at the pages. So these aren't mysteries. I don't know why you wouldn't want to look at the thumbnails, but I'm just gonna warn you that we're looking at the thumbnails. I've seen other people flip through these, and like, do I love all these pictures? No. But do I love most of them? Yes. Will I color most of them? Yes. Because I do love me some villains. And Ursula, y'all, my dream, my bucket list dream would be to play Ursula in a musical. That would be my dream. Because let me tell you, if there's ever an opportunity, I got the body for it. I got the attitude. I'm willing to paint myself purple for the cause. And let me tell you, I would perform. I know I have a lot of self-confidence. When I tell you I would go off on that solo performance. My favorite villain song. So could do it. So could do it, man. So there's a color key. I love the fact that it's folding out, so you can still see the color key even when you're on the pages. I love that. Love it. So let's flip through the pictures. I have heard some fellow coloring friends mention, they've already been coloring in this book, that there's been some issues with missing numbers. So it's a little bit of just chatter at the start of the book. Love this picture. Oh my gosh. And the Ursula was the Disney thing. Like, Little Mermaid was a thing to do for one of my color lawns this month, and I didn't get it done. Maybe I still have time. I might, yeah. I've got like, what, tomorrow? I'm going to try to do my completed pages Friday, I think. So, we're going to try. But they did say some colors were missing here and there. That is something I've seen. There's also been some that are like, you have one color one place and one color another. Um, I don't mind that, but some people, maybe you just want to pick one color. I've seen George Sufexis even do that a little bit in some of his spots. I like this, like, just focusing on the eyes. I don't know. I think it's interesting perspective. Anyway, I'm perfectly okay filling in, making up my own. If its number's not there, I will make up my own number, but just to warn you if you don't like doing that. I know some people have already reported some missing numbers on here. Like, it must be a licensing thing. It's just, like, I cannot fathom why we don't have more American good Disney coloring books. Like, I I wish they realized the untapped audience potential they have. Like, untapped customer potential. Because, like, this book, I think, is good. It's a better attempt than some books I've seen, but still not as good as I think it could have been. Don't get me wrong, I love my Hatchet Heroes. Well, I like her too. She's funny. Um, I love my Hatchet Heroes books. But I know like having to order on Lyrica is difficult just because of the site, translation issues. For some, price points can be an issue. The fact that there's double-sided books, like, oh my gosh. But I don't know. I feel like there was a real missed opportunity there. Yzma, man. She, yes, queen, go off. Like, I love, there was, there was a meme somewhere. There's like a couple memes. One of them being like, I wanted to grow up to be a Disney princess, but I'm more like Yzma. And that is like, that is like my go-to in life. That is me. That would be me trying to take the cats, trying to take Bagheera and Leroy on a walk in a harness. Anyway, so I have no idea. He has been out a little bit more this evening. I noticed. So he's been on the double dose for 3 or 4 days now. It's working well, but I noticed like it's supposed to be transdermal where you click and it's like a lotion you put on their ear. I think it's staying like in that spot. It needs to be rubbed around a bit because if it stays in that spot too long, then it creates a sore after a couple days. And so I have to kind of rub it around, which I don't think is really what they recommend, but like that's the only way to keep him from getting sores on his ears. Like he is such a fragile flower, y'all. Like, it's ridiculous. But he's been better. Like I said, he's been eating. He was in here with me a lot today in the office, and he kept fidgeting. He kept trying to get up on the bed, but he didn't want to be on the bed. He wanted to be outside, but something outside, he didn't want, like, he just kept going back and forth. Bless his heart. And then he finally like wedged himself behind the comforter where the pillows are at and made him a little spot. And I was gonna poke at him, but then I was like, man, he's having a rough day. I'm just gonna leave him. He did go outside a little this evening. He's outside right now because it's dark. But I don't know. Something and it's been, I guess, happening all summer. And so I just wonder, maybe it's just the ongoing onslaught of thunderstorms that we've been having. Maybe been, it's just been such a rough summer for thunderstorms and guys working, random crews working outside and dogs and everything else. Maybe just in general, he's just nervous now about it. I don't know. I will be curious to see as we go into fall and maybe like the cicada sound goes down and stuff. Because I can't think of anything else that is such a constant out there during the day that he would have. He would go out at night, but he wouldn't go out during the day. And it's something that scares him enough to stay inside, but does not faze Bagheera, who also gets upset if I make him come inside during the day. He spends his days napping on the concrete in the most uncomfortable positions I could possibly think of, happily, and then gets upset if I'm like, hey, maybe you want to come in here and lay on the couch where it's nice and comfortable, and he's like, no, not for me, ma'am, not today. I want to go back outside. I like these combinations of the villains. I like those images. I mean, I like the classic images from the movies and stuff, but like I like some of the unique art too. Not sure if y'all knew. I didn't know until the other day when I was looking at his Instagram, but I believe Joshua Dunbar does work with Disney. He was showing some pens that he had worked on for a project for, I think, like their anniversary series or something like that on his Instagram stories the other day. Doesn't surprise me at all. I love his art, and that totally vibes. I thought that was pretty cool though. A lot of images in this book. And again, they're single-sided. They are color by number. Very marker-friendly paper. I do like the Chartwell Thunder Bay Press books. I've colored in them before. I don't see a lot of the newer movies, which are there really villains in a lot of the newer movies? I don't know if you would call them villains per se. See, I think this is cool too. Um, so these are mostly like older movies, so keep that in mind as well. Pretty stoked about that one. All right, now we're getting into the coloring heaven. So, the cool thing about that sale is it was across different issue types. So, I got like a compendium, I got a couple of their specials, and I got some of their junior issues that I'd had my eye on, but I wasn't really 100%, like committed to picking up. So, I got a nice little variety here. Fairies and Friends. This is Molly Harrison. Yes, Molly Harrison. Love her work. Oh my gosh. Markers and coloring. It's been hard to feel motivated to color very much in here just because it's been such a big mess because I've had so many video projects and things going on. Such a cute picture. I just thought these were adorable. And I just said like, babies and little kids, but like this is alright. These are fairies. that's that's alright. Though the missing the nose and the mouth is a little odd. I mean, I would draw in just a little bitty nose right there. So cute. Oh look, more owls. Surprising no one. So yeah, we've had... It hasn't really been... I mean, it's been stressful to me because I hate to see one of my cats scared of something. It just breaks my heart. Like, that cat, since he has been brought into this house, has never had any reason to fear, though he's just always been scared of thunderstorms. So cute. That's me in my fall wear right there. Again with Leroy and Bagheera, which would never happen. I just can't imagine putting one in. I would lose Bagheera because he would snap the harness due to his, like, super cat strength. And I would never recover that cat. He would still be running. He would run across states. Like, he would just not, he wouldn't stop. He would just wait till he collapsed from exhaustion. Like, that poor cat. Here comes Winry with her mouse. Hi, Winry. And, like, while Leroy's been scared, Winry has been more playful, weirdly. Like, and do I think Winry's bullying Leroy? No. It has always been the other way. He will chase her around the house. She is tiny. He loves, like, he wants to play with her, but he just doesn't know how to play. So he chases her. And she does not like it. And I've never seen her chase him. But anyway, she has started taking toy mice and howling through the house with them to get my attention. And now she's playing with it in the paper, I think. Anyway, what happened a little bit ago. Alright, so this is Coloring Heaven Jr. Little Witches Halloween. These are designs by Janna, Prosvirina. My markers are throwing themselves at me. They're like, color with me. Again, these are adorable. Exceptions made, especially when you have cute little animals in there with them as well, and little ghosties and what have you. I'm pretty cool with that. That looks like a kid's family's Instagram to get their kids for, like, the fall photography pictures. Anyway, earlier she had gotten in a little cat house and he actually had her cornered, which he never does usually. She can defend herself. I mean, he's never escalated it or caused any, I've never seen him do anything but just tap her and roll her. Like, I've never seen him try to bite her or fight with her, or it was honestly the first time I'd ever seen him have her cornered. It may be because he's been more quiet, more reserved, more hiding. She's felt like she can do more. I mean, I don't know. Cat hierarchies and how they behave around each other is, like, I wish I could go to school for that. Like, I wish I could find a suitable career in animal behavioral work. These are so cute. And such, like, not easy pictures, but just simple pictures. I could do marker, do some pencil, do maybe some edging. Oh, he looks so angry. I love it. Bagheera's doing well. Like I said, he is living his days sleeping and eating, which for Bagheera has been his, like, 15 years of life. That is, he has never been. You got another one? I don't know if y'all can hear. You got another one? Good job. Good job. And, like, I don't know what she wants me to do with them. Like, I pet her, and, I definitely tell her she's a good hunter, and I, give her all the pets and all the... She's playing with it now. Yes, we hear you. I got the Starry Night special I wanted the Starry Night books, and again, trying to be a little efficient with my collection, I was like, instead of buying all the books, why don't I just buy the special, and then that'll keep me from having to buy like 4 or 5 books. Plus, those come on Amazon paper, and the Coloring Heaven paper is a little better than Amazon paper. It's still pretty thin, but oh, these look real nice. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I'm sure y'all are like, why don't you just go pet her and do the, like, I did. I did right before this video. And like I said, it's like I don't know what she wants me to do because I pet her and I tell her she's a good little hunter. And well, I know what she really wants me to do. She wants me to go lay in the bed with her. Like, man, y'all, if Winry had her way, we'd be laying in the bed all day, every day. And honestly, if I had my way, I'd want to do it too. Well, not all day, but for most of the day. And she would agree. She tries her darndest to get me in that bed. And that's what she'd really like me to do. But like, I don't know if she wants me to toss the mice. I don't know if she just wants me to acknowledge she's a good hunter and move on. Boy, we have an owl and a cat in there. And somebody who does not look thrilled. I think these are great. You know, sometimes books, sometimes art from artists, like, because of the proportions to the Creative Haven, like where they have to resize maybe older images to a different proportion in the, I said Creative Haven, Coloring Heaven. If I said that earlier, sorry. Sometimes the proportions, like, things get cut off, things look weird, and I don't particularly like that, but like, these actually proportioned very nicely. There's a lot of white space above and below, but I'm actually pretty okay with that as long as we get the complete picture. And they feel like really well detailed. They don't feel like they're just blown up versions of a picture that aren't, you know, maybe the best quality. These look like really nice. That black background and the black backing's really crisp. So I am digging that. Oh, she ain't happy with me now. How dare I not acknowledge her for the 50th time today. Y'all just don't know. It's her new favorite thing. And I love it for her. I love it for Winry. She is 18. She is an old lady. And I love that she's still, and she is in renal insufficiency, like early stages of kidney failure. She's been for a long time. I love that she feels well enough to do it. And so that's why I acknowledge her 51 times a day, because I've never regretted spending time with the cats after they've passed away. The only thing I've regretted is when I put off spending time with them. And that was something that seems obvious, but that I really just really didn't become something in my mind until Skipper passed away earlier this year. Or Sidonia, I guess. Sidonia was the first one. So, Fantasy Creature Special. 40 designs from Selina Fenech. And Magnificent Monsters from Chet, Minton. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Oh, that's Bagheera. Like, what's all this howling in here? Ooh, love that. These are very cute. The Selina Fenech books I have, these look more like her Fadorables type pictures, which I would like. I just haven't picked up yet. I have her other type of art, so I'm glad I picked this up because, oh my gosh, what is happening there? What is going on? That koala that is terrifying. Boy, we're all like cute, 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 and then he's like bathing in the blood of his nemesis. Like what? Just that was random. And now we're cute and cuddly again. And now we're cute and cuddly with terrifying. Kinda dig that. Oh, landscape. What is happening there? Cupid Beaver. That is my kind of chaos. Like, loving that. I like some of these. Definitely fantasy elements to this book, and I am digging it. I don't know about that one, though. That one's a little... Almost would have nightmares about that one. Oh. Like that one. That's some very different art in the second part of this book. I think, honestly, when I was watching a flip through, I just watched the first few, and I don't know if I really got to see his art, but I like it. It's happy snake with the eyelashes. Like, ew, no. Nope, spiders, that's a negative. Well, oh my gosh. What's happening to those? I don't think they're ducks, because they have front legs. I have no idea what's happening there. Alright. Last one, Anime Compendium. Best anime and manga designs. Kind of went back and forth on this one, and then I was like, you know, we can go with the Compendium. I'm cool with that. Speaking of anime, we've been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure since I got back from Philadelphia. It was one of those we just hadn't done, neither one of us had seen, and so we started watching that, and I think we're like on the third season or whatever they're called. It is bizarre. The name of that show is very appropriate. We're enjoying it. It's different. It's, I think, interesting to me. I really like this picture. It's interesting to me the vast difference between the seasons and like the vibes of each season. Like, of course, they're in different points of history, and so the one we're watching is like the 90 ones with Josuke. Um, if any of you are familiar with that, I'm not sure what that one's called, but we're watching that one. And yeah, there's a lot of episodes for that, so we've been working our way through that. So I don't know about all the pictures in here. Now, of course, the neck. So one of the reasons I was kind of iffy on this, I do have the Neko Girls book from Dina Stone. So I think I have a lot of these in here that are already in here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I remember her. What's with the band-aid on the nose? Like, is that just indicating, like, work was done? Like, is there... I wonder if there's a reason for that. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hello. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. I do like that they're starting to offer digital. I really like these with the... They're not super detailed drawn, like the warrior fox here. What, buddy? What? I like these too. And of course, Josh Lee. Love his work, her work. Yeah, I might have been better served, which I don't even know if the Chibi collection's even available. That might have been part of it too. Some of these weren't available, though maybe they'll be available, you know, as digital images soon. All right, so yeah, we hit an hour here. I need to get these descriptions put in so we can get this loaded. So we've got some things like... There's a lot going on. This has not been... It's not been a good month for us. We're okay. The kitties are okay. Immediate family's okay. But I do have some family members that are dealing with some health issues. We're still dealing with my health issues. Just some general stressful things that are going on that... as it never fails, we just can't see, you know, like I said, things with Leroy, and just, we can't seem to just get some peace for a few weeks, like a routine, right? Like, oh, to have a routine right now. It's been hard transitioning back to work because I've still been kind of sick and having issues, and it's been a hard month. So, and again, my lizard brain right in the middle of all this was like, hey, I should do a coloring tips and tricks series and put myself on a schedule of videos. Why do I do this? Why? I guess because it's a control thing. I don't know. My weekly session with my therapist is tomorrow, so maybe I can talk to her about that and figure out why I do that. But yeah, so plans for videos. Friday will be completed pages. Yeah, we're just gonna make Friday complete pages. There's a buddy color I'm supposed to get to for Tammy, and I just don't think it's gonna happen. I'm sorry, Tammy. But we'll do completed pages Friday. We'll also do a showcase for watercolor summer. If Instagram lets me, I will show as many as Instagram lets me see. A lot of you have been tagging me in them as well, so if for some reason I can't see them in the tag itself, I should be able to get most everybody's pictures, so we'll do that Friday. Sunday will probably be plans for the month. Yeah, I mean, at this point by Sunday, if I ain't got my planner stuff together for September, it ain't gonna happen, so that's gonna be motivation to make me get that together. if I want to show what I might color for the month, maybe. Um, and then Monday will be the next marker series. We're going to be coloring sections of pages because basically I'm just showing you guys how those markers that we talked about this past Monday do on different types of paper. I might do a marker page on Wednesday. I'm thinking about it, like coloring a whole page of markers, just as kind of an addendum to the marker series. Thinking about it. Next Friday will be coloring book collection, not this upcoming Friday. The next one will be my coloring book collection editions from now to like, what, 2 months ago, whatever the last cutoff was. It'll be a huge pile of books, big video, and then that Sunday we might do a coloring chat. I have plenty to tell you and plenty to talk about. It's just actually being able to sit down. By that point, hopefully, I will have been able to straighten up my space a little bit more, get a little more organized. Then at some point in September, we're going to do this coloring book giveaway celebration thing. It's been crazy. And so I don't want to set a date on it because the last time I did, I got sick. So we're just going to keep it casual for now, but I'm aiming for mid-September to the end of September for like the coloring book giveaway live stream. So, all right, guys. Hope you have a good rest of the week, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye for now.